Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new, hello, my name is BlancaEstelaBeauty, and if you're not, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing 3 new products from Revlon. I'm going to be reviewing their Candid foundation, their Candid concealer, and their Candid setting powder. But first, before I get into the video, I do have a giveaway going on my Instagram right now. I will post a video and images of it on the screen right now. I'm not sure what the rules are going to be yet, so I'm going to put that on the screen as well, just because I'm not sure when this video is going to go up. But I do have a giveaway going on Instagram. If you guys want to enter, please don't forget to head over to my Instagram. You do have to be following me on Instagram, so if you aren't already, please do so. For an extra entry, you do have to be subscribed to my channel, so if you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel, and if you are already, thank you. And yeah, so just keep out for that. My giveaways usually last about a week or 2 weeks, depending on how big it is. So yeah, so now we can move on to the video. So like I said, I'm gonna be reviewing these. Oh, I haven't even shown. I'm gonna be reviewing the foundation right here, and then the concealer, and then the setting powder right there. So I already tried these 3 products for 2 days straight already, so I can already give you guys a review on it. So today is not going to be a first impressions. I'm almost going to do a demo for you guys, and then at the end I'm going to tell you guys my final thoughts about the products. Now, I did already prime my face with the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. I did get this sample from one of my Ipsy bags, and I do really like it. I did apply this before I did my eye makeup, just so it can really set into the skin. But it doesn't cover any pores or anything. It's just a hydrating primer. So I'm going to be applying my Poreless Putty Primer by e.l.f. on top of it. I'm not really putting that much in my forehead just because of the wig. Just a little bit. And then I'm actually going to be applying this L'Oreal Havana Sunlit Bronzer by Camila Cabello and L'Oreal. This one right here. I actually did get, my cousin actually gave this to me, and I haven't tried it, so I'm just going to try it today just to see how it works with the foundation. I'm going to tell you guys what I thought of it without applying any of this, but I just want to try it out today. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to be applying some of this in the back of my hand. This looks a little bit too dark, so I'm just going to apply a little bit. And I'm just going to be mixing it with the foundation. I'm going to be getting the foundation. I got the shade 400. And this foundation, I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about this foundation, what it says on the packaging. I didn't really read up on it. I didn't really read up on it before I bought it, and I didn't see any reviews on neither of these 3 products because I didn't want to do one out of my own. So this one is a natural finish anti-pollution foundation. It's a medium buildable coverage, no harsh ingredients, anti-pollution, antioxidants, anti-blue light, and it's oil free. And it just tells you the ingredients and whatnot. I did put some of the bronzer. I'm going to put some of the foundation and just mix it and apply it to my face. Now, I know it looks a little bit too light, but trust me, it'll look good afterwards because of the powder. I got this too light, and the powder is actually my skin, well, close to my skin tone, so it evened out the foundation. Doesn't look bad at all. So this foundation is a little bit on the thicker side. It's not too thick, but it is a little bit thicker than what I'm used to. I thought it was gonna feel really thick on the skin, but it actually didn't. Once you blend it out and everything, it feels really lightweight. And I'm gonna be using my It Cosmetics Skin Perfecting complexion brush to buff this out. I did use a sponge, so I just want to see how it looks with the brush this time. I do like the from the first 2 times that I wore it, I did like the coverage. It is buildable. I did have to add like 3 to 4 layers. The first layer, I didn't feel like it covered anything up. The second layer, it covered up a little bit, but I started seeing the coverage on the third and the fourth layer. And I only applied the third layer on the spots where I needed the coverage the most. And I applied the fourth layer just for the hell of it. So yeah. It's gonna blend this out. Like I said, I did buy it a little bit light. But it'll even out. And this was around $8. I did get it from Walmart, so this is a new wig, by the way. It's a red one. I got it like about a month ago, but I'm barely getting around to actually using it because I've been having a crazy schedule at work, so I literally haven't filmed anything in like 3 weeks. I know my schedule was gonna be busy. I did pre-film some videos and I uploaded those throughout the weeks, but now I'm out of the videos. And my schedule should be going back to normal soon, and I'll be back to uploading my 3 a week, or at least 2 a week. So yeah. I'd rather say though, after I applied it with the brush, I don't think I'm gonna go in with another layer. The coverage is there, so maybe it was the brush. I mean the sponge. But I've never seen that happen with any other foundation before though, so I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, I'm only applying one layer because the coverage is there, you guys. Look at that. Wow. I'm shook. That is crazy. I'm gonna apply some more on the nose, but girl, dude, that's crazy. Wow, I'm still wow. So from my experience, as of right now, you get the most coverage with the brush than the sponge. That's pretty weird. Anyways, moving on to the concealer. So I do like the foundation. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I'll tell you my final thoughts at the end of the video, but I do really like the foundation. Moving on to the concealer. So this is the Candid Antioxidant Concealer. I got the shade 22 Sand. This concealer has caffeine, antioxidants, it's anti-pollution, anti-blue light, without sulfates, no harsh fragrances, oil-free, and medium coverage. I do really like the coverage of the concealer. I only had to put on one layer, and a little bit of this does go on because it is thick like the foundation, but it doesn't feel heavy on the skin either and this was also around $8 if I'm not mistaken. It might be $7, I'm not sure. And to blend that, I'm going to be using my M173 by Morphe. I didn't film the tutorial for this eye makeup look. If you guys want to see it, let me know. I did use Makeup Revolution's Unconditional Love palette. It's this one of the newer palettes right here. That's what I used on my eyes today. And then I also used my Tress Chic Cosmetics lashes in the style Princess. I do have a discount code with them. If you use Blanca20 at checkout, you get 20% off. And they did just rebrand. They were just Tress Chic lashes, but now they're actually a cosmetic brand. I did order some of their new lip glosses, and they're pretty cool. I love them. Okay. And then the foundation and the concealer are really easy to blend out too, which I really, really appreciate. And they are oil free. I didn't read that the first time, but it's a good thing that they are oil free because your girl is an oily mess. I really like this brush to blend out your concealer under your eyes, especially if you have small under eyes like me. It gets really into the inner corner, and it won't fuck up your wing. Like, I fucking hate when that happens. And then sometimes when I feel like I put a lot of concealer, I do get whatever I use to blend out the foundation. And I just go over it like this, and then let's just blend it out. Okay. I didn't put any on my nose. What? And I'm just going to blend it out and bring some down to the cupid's bow and the chin. And then I'm also going to bring it up here. I don't really like wearing any makeup up here just because of the wig. I don't like getting it dirty. But I did put a lot of the concealer and the foundation, so it is starting to crease and under my between my nose too. But that didn't happen the first time because I did put a little bit just because I didn't know how it was going to look. So I did end up putting a little bit, and then I did layer a little bit when I wanted more coverage, and it did increase. So it could also be the primer, because last time I used the Professional Matte Rescue Primer when I applied this. Now moving on to the setting powder. They don't have a translucent one. I thought they did, but they don't. So they have colored ones, and I got the one in the shade. I don't know, shade 2 lip. It just says shade 02. So but I do remember it was the third shade from like it was like one really really light, and then was one not that light, and then there was this one, and there was a dark one. So I got the third one, if that makes any sense. And then I like it because it actually has a little tapadera that you lift up like this. Y ahí tiene mucho polvo. But what I do is yo se lo pongo a la tapadera que tapa todo el container, because I do use it to set my under eye. So I use this to set my under eye, and then I use whatever is left on here to set the rest of my face. I'm going to bake, but first I need to blend out the concealer. It is really creasing because I put a lot. Okay. So I'm going to be using the sponge like I always use to set my under eye. What to bake. I really love this to bake. It is really fine, so it is a really good job at baking, and it doesn't cake up, which I love. So I'm also going to set my nose, especially right here on the ends, because that's where I crease a lot. And I usually bake the whole nose. So as you can see, it looks light right now, but once it sets and I wipe it off, it looks like my skin color, and I actually like it. So I'm just going to be using a brush to set the rest of my face. This is one of my AOA Studio brushes, brush F24. Just going to dip it in there, tap it off because it's a lot of powder, and just dab it all over the face. Matte and Poreless has been my ride or die since like day one. I wear like literally every day for work, but I don't know, like I'm really liking this one, so I might gonna have to probably make this one my ride or die. Or what I can also do is just switch, like one day wear the other one and then one day wear this one. I don't know, because I'm gonna tell you guys, I did wear it for 7 hours, so I'm gonna give you the review for a 7-hour wear. I do work 10-hour shifts sometimes. Well, these days it's been a little bit longer, and the Maybelline Matte Poise hold on those 10-12 hour shifts. So this one can do the 10-hour. Girl, I'm be shook. And then I usually let it bake a little bit more. While that's baking, I do set my eyebrows. I fill them in with the pencil, but I get oily like literally everywhere, even my eyebrows. So I do use just a regular eyeshadow that matches my eyebrows, and I just fill them in. Well, set them. This is the wrong brush. These, and it's also a good trick if you have, if you do your eyebrows and then you do your foundation and set your face, and you get translucent powder on your eyebrows, just get some eyeshadow that matches your eyebrows, and just put some, like sweep it off, and it'll be good as new. And I also use eyeshadow because I don't have any hair right here in the corner. And since I don't have any hair, the eyebrow product that I use is not dark enough to fill that in. So I always use powder to fill it in. Because if I use a really dark eyebrow pencil, I'm just gonna look crazy. So that's the deal with that. Okay, and then now I can go ahead and sweep this off. So I'm using the same brush. I'm just going to sweep it off. I really like this powder too, you guys. It doesn't make me look cakey, and it is really good for baking. Like, it's extremely good for baking. I love it. First time I did try it, it was weird because I put it on and I think I put too much powder, because after I swiped everything off the powder, my face looked really weird, and like you can really see my pores, and I didn't like it at all. I was like so like kind of mad, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I really wanted to like this foundation. So I was like, I'm just going to leave it on, you know. I'm doing a review, I'm gonna leave it on. And I did the rest of my face makeup. I did my concealer, my bronzer, my highlights, and my blush. And then I set it with the All Nighter by Urban Decay. And girl, my face looked so nice afterwards. So I think I put too much powder. And yesterday when I wore it, yesterday I wore it, and I put less powder than before, and it looks the same as it does right now. It looks pretty. Like, I love how the skin looks in this foundation, you guys, in the powder and the concealer. So I do recommend it. So now I'm going to go ahead and set it real quick before I do the rest of my face makeup. And I did use the All Nighter by Urban Decay. And then I'm going to be using my little fan to try this. I did get this fan for $10 or $11 on Amazon. I love it. If you guys want, let me know and I'll link it down below. Because it's a lifesaver. It has two settings, and it has a really fast one. I usually just use the first one. It is chargeable, but the thing I like about it is that the battery does die quick, so you have to be constantly charging it. But for $10, it's not bad. For contouring today, I'm going to be using Makeup Revolution's Ultra Blush. It's a blush palette? Girl, I thought this was a contouring palette. This palette right here by Makeup Revolution, I just saw that it said Ultra Blush Palettes, but they all look like contouring shades. Like, that's why I got it. But anyways, I'm going to use it to contour. I'm going to be using this shade right here. To apply that, I'm going to be using my I don't need this brush. My Tarte brush. It came with one of my Tarte palettes. It has no name. It has no number or anything. It just says Tarte on it. But it did come with one of my contouring palettes from Tarte, so it's for contouring. So I'm gonna be using this to contour my face today. I did get this at TJ Maxx for $4, so it was a really good price. I do have a wig on, but my forehead still looks huge. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of contouring up there. I like to bring it down in the center. I don't know why, but I do. And then this down here. I'm also going to contour my nose. I'm using the same shade. It does have a lot of fallout, but that's fine. I'm going to be doing a video soon of using just Makeup Revolution makeup because, girl, they've come out with a lot of cool shit. So keep an eye out for that. Okay. I'm going to be using the same shades for my nose contour. And I'm going to be using my Luxie 131 mini angled brush, the one that I always use to contour my nose. Because your girl has a big ass nose. with some setting powders, I contour my nose and it gets a little bit cakey or the foundation starts to come off. And with this setting powder, that doesn't happen. Like, the contour goes on really, really smooth and nothing comes off. And I'm just like, whoa. So it could either, I think, I want to say it's the powder, but it can also be the foundation. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure it's the powder. And then for blush, I'm using my ColourPop Super Shock Cheek blush in the shade Tuned In. So this one right here. Such a pretty blush, you guys. Like, I love it. And I'm going to be applying this with my Chic blush brush. I got this in one of my Ipsy bags too, I want to say. I don't remember. And I really like it to apply my blush. This blush is really pigmented, by the way, so you guys want to be careful with it. And then for highlight today, I'm going to be using a new Makeup Revolution highlighter palette that I bought. I don't know how new it is, but I did see it recently and I want to get it. This is the Vintage Lace Intense Metallic Cream Powder Highlighter. So this one right here. And I'm going to be using this shade right here. And to apply that, I'm going to be using my Slim Glam L36 brush. This one right here. It's going to go in. This does have a lot of fallout, which I don't really like, but you know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face one more time just to really let that highlighter sink in. Then we're gonna go ahead and finish my. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my eye makeup, and then I'll be right back to tell you guys my final thoughts on the 3 products. I did finish my makeup, and this is how the skin looks after I did everything else. And I do like this foundation, concealer, and powder, you guys. Like, I do recommend it. It is affordable drugstore, and oh my god, each product is less than $10. Maybe the powder is 10. I don't remember. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. If I'm gonna look at the prices and I'll put them on the screen, but I do recommend it to you guys. The foundation and the concealer are easy to blend out. They look really nice on your skin. They are oil free. Because let me tell you, so I did have it on for 7 hours. I did start getting oily in my T-zone and my nose, like I always do, around the 5th hour. But after that, it just stayed the same. Like, it didn't get more oily than before. And I didn't what's it called? How do you? I didn't blot. Sorry, I didn't blot. So it just looked really nice. The powder is really, really amazing. Like, I think this can be a dupe. This for the Born This Way powder, in my opinion. When I set my under eye with this and the Born This Way, it looks exactly the same. It looks really smooth. My pores with both of these powders look amazing. They don't look cakey or anything. My pores don't look bigger than they actually are, and it's amazing. I love it. I love all 3, so I do recommend it to you guys. Like I said, I did wear it for 7 hours and my makeup stayed on the whole 7 hours. It did not get cakey. It did not start to come off, and it didn't oxidize, which I actually really like. But yeah, I do recommend it to you guys. And like I said, I'm gonna wear it for work the first day on Tuesday, and from there I'm gonna see if it lasts 10 hours. And if it does, I'm gonna be shook. And I'm gonna be buying this one and still using my Maybelline one because that's my red eye and it's less than this one. But I do have to say though, you do get a little bit in here. Like, I think in two more wears, and I'm probably gonna be out of it. But then again, it is pretty thick and a little bit does go a long way. So I think if you start with a little bit amount and then you can start to build it up to how you want it. And it does not claim to be a full coverage foundation, so you do have to layer it if you really want that coverage. I'm a really full coverage girl, so I did layer it, but even when I layered it, I didn't get it cakey. It didn't look thick. It just looked amazing. So I do recommend it to you guys. And yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you guys want to know how I did this eye look, let me know. I can for sure film it. I am wearing Kylie Cosmetics lip kits in the shade Holy Berry. So that's what's on the lips. And yeah, thank you guys. Bye.